Hi, I'm Shutter Ditch, and for my symposium, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of electric-powered vehicles. There are a few different types of, eco-friendly vehicles, like half electric, half gas-powered. But I'm just going to be talking about the completely electric, the ones you got to plug in to some wall or whatever, some electric port, and then you got to drive based off your battery power. So these are becoming the new regular cars. The government is trying to push everyone to have an electric car coming up pretty soon. So we're going to be seeing if these cars really improve our driving experience or just kind of come with an alternative to really focus on helping the planet instead. Based off the area that you live in, these electric cars are able to perform based off the electric grid that's in the area. So starting out with the pros, they're very energy efficient. So you just get to plug them in and then use that electricity to go however many miles. I know Teslas can go like 250 plus miles off one charger if you're completely charged. Some other models are different, but these cars can take just like one overnight charge and make that last the whole week or even longer. So on to the second pro of electric cars. They do reduce the fossil fuels that we use to produce gasoline. So with electric cars, there's no engines and there's no combustion that is required to explode or burn off any of the gasoline that does release these toxic fumes into the air and pollute all the oxygen around us. And without all the moving parts of the engine, another pro of an electric car is that there is lower maintenance requirements. So with less moving parts, there's less stuff to work on and less stuff that can actually go wrong in your car. So that is a major positive for having an electric car, being that there's not as much stuff that you can break when you're just driving around day to day. And the final positive of having an electric car is that they are very quiet. So there's no mechanical noises or exhaust noises being released. So you can't hear an electric car, just the sound of the battery and a little as you're driving. So real silent, and it doesn't cause anybody else any problems if your car is, it can't be loud anymore. So no one can be mad about it. On to some of the negatives of having an electric car. I would say most gas-powered vehicles have the ability to drive a modest distance further than any electric car based off a full tank of gas. An electric car, it's kind of it's tough to be able to drive perfectly, especially like if you're in a city. Like, I mean, I live in Mission Viejo, so there's a lot of traffic lights and stuff like that. So having an electric car, I feel like it'd be a little bit easier to run down the battery going through my day-to-day stuff because there's a lot of more frequent stops and just stopping and starting. But if you're driving and commuting to work, I feel like an electric car would kind of compete fairly evenly with a gas-powered vehicle. But another negative is the charging inconsistencies around electric vehicles. There's not a charging. I mean, there is more charging stations popping up more recently, but like it's not as frequent as like a gas station. You can drive down every 2 blocks and find a gas station, so you won't ever really be stranded in a gas-powered vehicle. But if you're in an electric car and you run out of a charge, there might be, 2 miles or a mile and a half between each gas station or each charging station, and you might not be able to make it there. So that is one negative around it. And when you're actually charging your electric car, it takes much longer to charge your car than it does to just put gas in it. It takes about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum to put gas in your car. But going to a charging station, it takes you like at least 45 minutes to an hour. So that is another negative of having an electric car. And the final negative is that it really can only be just a car. Not many electric car companies out right now are producing like towing vehicles or 4x4 vehicles that can really tail a load with you. If you need to bring like a haul somewhere, maybe an electric car isn't the best bet. I'm not sure how well they do. Obviously, there is like more torque with an electric car, so it could be able to tow maybe short distances, but I feel like the stress it would put on the battery, it would just kind of like run that down. So I mean, a gas-powered vehicle would still take the cake when doing any type of tasks like that. So electric cars really don't cut it when it comes to like the truck category or needing a bigger type of vehicle. In conclusion, or electric vehicles are gradually improving, are actually drastically improving, and making great strides into becoming the new normal for vehicles for everyone around the world. I'd say within a few years, electric cars can really find what they need to do to be equivalent to any gas powered vehicle, and they'll really just take over. Thank you for listening to my symposium.